So that's why when we do receive those funds from every pay period from tribal members, our tribal employees, legislators, and courts, in addition, Solid Nights Casino, the housing, the nursing home all send money to our credit department, along with IHS and BIA. So, we get the money in and make sure it goes out to tribal members that need it most. Off the top of my head, I know we helped about 6 or 7 people get cars, and they didn't go to, Barry's Lemons. They went to Denny Menholt, and got themselves a good car. So they, they're that upward mobility, the only way to get out of our poverty is capitalism, and it's not going to be, our socialist, so that's how we're moving forward and, helping people get into homes, houses, their rental payment or mortgage payment. So we're there to help, so thank you.
Thank you. Floor recognizes Eric.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, Secretary. Just a quick question. Are we gonna, with that joint resolution, are you saying that we should just take their whole per capita, or are we just taking just a quick?
Well, I think that'll be for the body to decide. Maybe a percentage, or maybe the whole per capita. Say if the individual owes over $10,000, or $5,000, maybe we should seize the whole per capita. If it's lower than that, then maybe a percentage of per capita.
Thank you, Eric. Any more questions? Okay, at this time, thank you, George. Appreciate it. At this time, before we adjourn, I'd like to welcome Ms. 2014 INFR Rodeo Queen, Amanda Nutafree. She would like to say a few words. Thank you for your presence.
Okay. I didn't know I was going to be addressing all of you, so I'm kind of caught off guard right now, but I'm currently going to the University of Montana full-time, and as you all know, I don't know how many Grizz fans we got in here, but hopefully you guys are all Grizz fans. But what I'm doing is I'm going around the reservation, and I'm going to be going to other different organizations in Missoula soliciting for my travels as Miss Indian Rodeo this year. What I have here is a sponsorship letter, and I'll give it to all the officials and the Speaker of the House, and I was hoping to give it to a representative of Cloud Peak Energy and Westmoreland Resources. And it just kind of mostly states who I am, what I'm doing. I also want to address that I'm a community health major at the University of Montana, and what I'd like to do is bring awareness and prevention of diabetes to the functions that I travel to as Miss Indian Rodeo. I chose this because of the damaging effects that it has on us as Native Americans, and what I'll be doing is putting together pamphlets just kind of addressing what diabetes is, how it affects us as a people, and what you can do to prevent it, the lifestyle changes you can make, and foods and exercising. And also, the cost of traveling, it's going to be tremendous this year. I plan on going to the AHEC conference in Billings, Montana. It's the American Indian Higher Education Consortium. It deals with the conference of tribal colleges. I hope to attend that because I was a graduate of a tribal college. I was also a student of the year over here at Little Bighorn College. I'd like to go to that. I'd also like to go to the Bozeman powwow that the university, or that Montana State University puts on every April. I also plan on going to the Kiayo powwow that we have at Missoula, and also just going to different tour rodeos, region rodeos. I got invited to go to the Cody Stampede, which is during the 4th of July. I'll be going to that for a couple of days, and also, of course, the INFR that is held in Las Vegas every November. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to address you guys on what I'm doing, and what I was planning on doing with my role as Miss Indian Rodeo for the Crow Nation and its people, and just kind of asking you guys if I could hoping to get some sponsorship and help from the tribe as I fulfill my duties for this year. Thank you.
Thank you. Pat would like to have a question here.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, members of the body. I don't have an actual question, but just a comment. This year, I qualified for national finals. We were there to witness. It's a big feat that we got a Crow tribe member that's actually this rodeo here, and she had to go through. It wasn't easy for her. She had to go through a lot of horsemanship. Judging and also cultural judging, and she's looked at as a role model. Just for example, Amanda, my two youngest daughters, they go around the house every night, and the previous Miss in the World, her name was Sonia, and then so one calls herself Sonia, and the other one calls herself Amanda, and they're riding around play horses every night. Just to bring that awareness, this is a big accomplishment as a Crow tribal member. And I think she should get a big round of applause, and it's not something easy that she accomplished, so just like to mention that. Oh.
Might mention you just came back from Great Falls at Montana Circuit Finals also. She represented the INFR and the Crow tribe there also.
Yeah. That was pretty fun. Any more questions? Yes?
Conrad?
It's not necessarily a question, I guess, question / comment I had. What was your total need? Did you have somewhat of a breakdown of?
I have a budget in here actually, and I have plenty more in my car. It breaks down, fuel per mile, lodging per night, per diem per day, and then the horse feed as well, because I will be not only traveling and representing as a queen, but also as a contestant as well. So yeah, it just breaks down all the items that I have, the cost and expenses that I'm gonna need to pay, the total miles, and at the end of it, it has the total amount that I'll need for the start of, from beginning March, I believe, till the end of the INFR finals.
Okay, yeah, like what Pat had stated, I was lucky enough to be over there, and I didn't get to attend all, like, the rodeos every night. We did have, like, that tarot conference, we had colt meeting, and other things were going on, we're kind of there to, didn't really get a chance to see the rodeo till that Saturday night. And when we, I was aware that you were there. I knew that things were going on, and I don't know if you guys, none of you guys ever guys Facebook, but when hers went up on the Facebook and it went out to Indian country, especially Crow, then everybody had a chance to share, and as they shared, and then the likes that went to the individual's picture, then that showed, it's kind of like votes, I guess, more or less. And just looking at Amanda's going from like 100, then going to 300, then going to 500, man, it went fast. And like I was telling my wife and my daughter, I said, man, I think Amanda might get this. I said, well, we were going down there. Of course she got it, and we were proud, and just for the fact that you're Crow, and of course you're from the district, and that was good, and we were proud of that. And I just want to explain our involvement. I'd like to sit down with you folks. I know I got a couple ideas about some things that we can probably point you in the right direction on getting some things going, and I just want to offer that up. Again, I appreciate that what you're doing, and I am a alumni of the University of Montana too, and diabetes is something that's really on my agenda, and something that I would really like to see people get serious about. We lost a lot of loved ones, and we have loved ones that are dealing with it now. And so it's something that's really needed. I don't know if you're aware of this, Amanda, but right now we're dealing with a lot of situations with IHS and having it, diabetes, chronic diabetes disease here on the reservation. Right now, you got folks that are sitting over there, they don't even get called in on like say, follow-up appointments. And being about 80% or plus, chronic diabetes, chronic disease here on the reservation, there's no follow-up over there. You have to get up at 7:30 and try to get in and get an appointment. So if you go over there, you're standing there. See, those are some of the things that, like your generation, the things that you're looking at, we're working on that now. And that's often been a fight. And I don't know why it just doesn't change. No one sees it, but that's something that it seems like it should be a quick fix, being the problems there. But that's something that I want to, your generation needs to understand that this is an ongoing battle, and we just can't get, even on the federal level, get them serious enough to take a look at some of the grassroots problems that are going on here, even right now. So again, I appreciate that. Oh,
Thank you. I'll take one more. Greg?
Yeah, I'll be the rodeo manager for Crow Fair this year, and I'm kind of having a hard time going through the process of getting the queen for next year. So maybe you can help me, or maybe help me with that process of picking a queen in junior and senior.
Well,
Maybe after spring break or something.
yeah, did you want to go through the process of having like a queen pageant? Or?
Kind of what you had to go through,
Yeah.
maybe get some kids kind of ready for it for
Okay,
the future.
yeah, because when I went through it for 2012 Miss Rodeo Crow Fair, they had us go through the pageant, like a little type of pageant too. What we had to do was horsemanship in the morning, and then after that they interviewed us and asking us why we kind of wanted to do this Rodeo Crow Fair. And yeah, if you wanted to do something like that, I could make up like say flyers and say having a rodeo queen pageant for rodeo or for Crow Fair, and kind of hosted by Miss Indian Rodeo and that sort of thing. If
Yeah.
girls are interested in it, they can contact me.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, okay, we could do that.
Okay, thank you, Amanda. Before we adjourn, I'll make a couple of quick announcements. The branch office will be closed Monday for the Martin Luther King holiday. Committee meetings for next week in infrastructure at 9:30 a.m. on the 21st, Tuesday. Economic Development Thursday, 23rd at 10 a.m. Health and Human Thursday, 23rd at 1 p.m. And again, happy birthday, Leslie. Okay, motion to adjourn. You have to have given it to me to announce it, but go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Basic, more video, wearing Shilaga, so we can address those, man, Stashik, Henry Robert, Elmo Stone, and so I just wanted to say that look, James, give obviously, and so in constituents, myself, go match, Malay group, going to Shila. I just wanted to address that, say.
Yeah, just next time like that, tell me and I'll tell Kenny to do it, or you tell Kenny, put some salt out here or
I
something.
don't like to tell anybody, I just like to.
Just tell it. Okay, motion to adjourn. Carlson, second by Bryson. All in favor, say aye. Thank you. General session is now closed, 2015. I hope.